My first time at a gay bar. Back in 2020, I was invited to a gay bar down in Plymouth by my gay friend and his boyfriend at the time, and I'm honestly surprised I wasn't arrested. So much happened that night, from the couple that were trying to do the Olympics outside the door. I mean, I totally didn't ask to join that. To the vibes, join me in this episode as I dive into my first time at a gay bar. So, this was back in 2012, like I said, that Danny and Kyle invited me to a gay bar in Plymouth. I was so excited to have been offered to come out on a night out, as my social life in general has never been good. A bit of a backstory, me, Kyle and Danny are all part of the Ministry of Defence at the time. Danny is a Royal Navy reservist, Kyle is a Royal Navy officer in training, and I am a Royal Fleet Auxiliary chef apprentice. So we're all working as seafarers, we're all just going on a night out, all of us gay queens, darling, to let our hair down. Now, obviously, this, just to add a bit of a more backstory, this was me going down a day before heading back to HMS Raleigh, because HMS Raleigh didn't open until the Monday morning, and this was the Sunday night. So I stayed in the Leonardo Hotel in Plymouth, and Danny and Kyle did the same. So we're all staying at the Leonardo Hotel, Judy's in Plymouth. So when they invite me out, I am like so excited. I'm like, yes, I've never been invited and all this stuff. But also I'm a bit nervous because I don't know where I'm going in Plymouth. Now, anytime I'm going to Raleigh, I get the train to Plymouth railway station, taxi from Plymouth railway station to Torpoint Ferry, and then taxi from Torpoint Ferry to HMS Raleigh. I never have to walk anywhere. So with that backstory in mind, you know I don't know where I'm going in Plymouth, right? So when I get offered to go on this night out to this gay bar and that with Danny and Kyle, I'm like, oh yes, I need to go and get all these new clothes and treat myself, sister. You know, I've got to make myself look absolutely stunning, get myself that nice aftershave, get myself some nice shoes. Actually, on the subject of shoes, my mum used to tell me that I had to wear these formal, nice shoes if I was going to a night out, because back in her day, that's what they had to do. So I went and bought these big Saturday night slider, big black shoes, horrible looking shoes as if I'm off to a funeral, thinking that's what I had to wear. And I went and got loads of new clothes, and honestly, it was like a shopping haul. My whole hotel bed was full of all these new clothes, and here's me in the mirror. Oh my god, I look stunning. Oh my god, this suits me. Oh my god, what am I going to wear tonight? Like proper, just in the moment. So I did that. I bought myself dupe. That red dupe, that beautiful red dupe, the one that you just spray and you recognise the smell of the nostalgic smell, the nostalgia smell, however you pronounce that word. Don't come for me because I don't know it, okay, sweetheart?
So good for you, girl. Go on.
But I bought that, and I was smelling good, I was looking good, and I was the part. Now, backstory for you. Danny, I had a huge crush on. I had never met Danny, but I'd met Kyle, the Navy officer. I'd met him once or twice before this, and, you know, I was like, do you know what? These guys are a vibe. I'm going to meet them, because I'd spoke to Danny on Facebook. But I had a crush on Danny, but I respected their relationship and didn't want to break them up. Okay, so we'll add that point in there. So I got invited as they were down in Plymouth anyway, and they were planning to go on a night out, and they just thought, well, you're down here. Instead of you sitting in your hotel room, come with us, sister, and we'll all go out, get smashed, and have a good time. And I was like, yes. I had told them that I'd never been to a gay bar, and that was trying to look for a relationship. So they said, come third wheel with us, and we'll find you someone. So that's how I was invited. Right, so meeting them, right? Obviously, like I've said a million times, I hadn't met Danny, I'd met Kyle, but I hadn't met Kyle for a few months prior to this. So my nerves are going, like my nerves are up here, like I'm proper nervous. So I ended up having a vodka and coke in my hotel room to try and, you know, just settle the edge and go down and meet these guys. As if I hadn't done that, I probably wouldn't have met them, because I'm very shy. I am a very shy person. So I had that, and I'm sitting there pacing about the room like, oh, how am I going to meet these guys? How am I going to meet these guys? And eventually I just thought, life's too short. I'm going to go out with them and I'm going to have a good time. So I went down the stairs, and it was awkward to start with. Like, I didn't know what to say. I just went down and went, hi everyone, it's me, it's Brandon. Like, the centre of attention was on me. Like, oh, I screwed up, right? And they're like, oh, hi, right, what do you want to go and do then? Do you want to go and get some food, or do you want to go out and, go to the gay bar? And I'm like, let's just go straight for the gay bar, because, at this point, I've already had like 2 vodkas and cokes up in my hotel room, and I am ready for a beautiful night out. So, they tell me all what to expect in a gay bar, and we walk from the Jury's Inn in Plymouth, and we go to a gay bar, which is about 5 minutes walk from there. And honestly, we walked in, and I was so expecting to be judged, or of straight people standing outside at the other bar and just judging us, but there was none of that. We walked on in, and Lady Gaga's playing, and I'm just proper getting away to it, proper dancing, a livery, applause, livery. I'm just proper getting out into it, right? And we go up to the bar, and I order a drink. And again, I expected the bar staff to maybe be a bit judgy, but they were all actually lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and they were very nice, and they would always call you sweetheart or babe or whatever, and I felt so happy, like I could sit in there all night. The vibe was fantastic, do you know what I mean? The music was great, the staff were great, the overall vibe was fantastic. There was about maybe 5 or 6 of us in there. So you had me, Kyle, you had Danny, you had a guy and a woman who were trying to do the Olympics at the front door. Like, no offence, darling, you're going to try and do the Olympics at the front door? Seriously? I have to walk past and see your fucking salami out? No thanks, sweetheart. Go and take that business elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? There's a hotel 5 minutes up that road, darling. Don't be doing the Olympics outside for everyone to see. Do you know what I mean? We'll come back to that subject in a minute. Anyway, we're inside, and those two are doing, starting off their Olympics at the early stages, doing their pre-laps inside the gay bar. Me, Danny, and Kyle are minding our own business, getting drunk, talking about the Navy. We're all very passionate about that, but we're just talking about that. And the night goes on. I didn't really find anyone. No youngsters were coming in and about. And me, Danny, and Kyle decided that we would go to Wetherspoons, because I think there was a gay night on or something. It was Pride Month or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So we went to Wetherspoons to see if anyone else was there. Now, obviously, as we're leaving the gay bar, the couple that were doing their pre-laps of the Olympics inside were full on doing the Olympics outside. Now, I mean, they had nothing, going on down here, like clothing-wise, and the Olympics were in full swing. And I walked out and says, can I join the Olympics, please? And Kyle and Danny both grabbed me, and they're like, Jesus! And they're trying to get me away quickly, because they didn't know I was joking. They thought I was genuinely trying to join the Olympics here, right? So we're running off, and I'm like, darling, put that woodpecker away, sweetheart. No one wants to see that. Obviously, that's what they carry in the Olympics. But yeah, it was a very, very, very strange experience, to say the least. Obviously, like I've said a million times, I had a huge crush on Danny, but he was in a relationship with Kyle at the time. So we go to Wetherspoons, like I said. We sit at the table, and we do what everyone does. Table numbers there, take a picture. Sat at table 18 at Wetherspoons in Plymouth. Surprised us, and people surprised us, right? I'll tell you, people surprised us. Drink after drink after drink after drink after drink arrived at the table. A few people were taking the absolute piss. And you know who you are. You know you took the piss, ordering us baby milks, fruit shoots, orange juice. What do I look like, Baby Yoda? Take that fucking juice elsewhere. Grateful for it, by the way. Don't think I'm taking it for advantage. But I was on my vodkas and my cokes. I was on my Jaeger bombs. And there was a nice berry one with like lemonade in it. I loved that. So we're sitting there drinking away, and we're having the best time ever. We're getting absolutely plastered, and me and Danny are like, oh, we need a toilet. And if you've been to Wetherspoons before, you know that you've got to climb a bloody mountain to get to the toilet. Try do that when you're absolutely plastered, right?
Hey!
Oh, you're going backwards.
I can't stop.
You gotta go, man.
No, stop it!
That was an experience. It took us about 10 minutes just to get to the toilet from our table. So we're climbing up the stairs, going to the toilet, and I don't even know where the man's toilet is at this point, right? So me and Danny end up walking in, do our business, get back out again, go back down to the table. And me and Danny had such a good vibe, but Kyle was just, he was just the type of person to be like this all the time. Like just scrolling through his phone constantly, not talking, just barely talking. And me and Danny were getting along so well, I felt. Anyway, we were in there for ages, we were getting loads of drinks delivered to us, we were having great conversations, and I'll be honest, I wanted both of them to take me back to the hotel room. make out what you want with that, but I'm just going to say I'm not hiding. This channel, I'm unfiltered, darling, okay? Come for me, shoot me, do what you want. But I wanted to go back to their hotel room with them and do the Olympics, right?
So good for you, girl. Go on.
But it didn't happen. Instead, Kyle, being the toxic one he was, said to Danny, oh, he's really drunk, let's just leave him. And I'm sitting there going, what? Like, I remember that clearly. Like, what? I don't know where I'm going in this city, and you're trying to abandon me. Like, okay. Luckily, Danny was very respectable and says, nah, we have to take him back to his hotel room. Now, bearing in mind, I was so excited for this night out the whole day leading up to this. We left at about 6 p.m, and I was back at the hotel room for 9-10 p.m. And I was like, that's all my excitement done for the day. Like, this doesn't feel right. I want to stay out. I want to party. I'm not even that bad. But nah, Danny obviously didn't want to strand me like Kyle wanted to do. So Danny made sure that I got back to the hotel room. He put me in bed. He made sure it was okay. And then they both went off and enjoyed the rest of their night. Part of me thinks that Kyle just didn't want me there when his other friends came out later on in the night. I don't know why. It made me feel kind of shitty. But yeah, that was my first experience with my two gay mates and a gay bar. Yes, it was. Have I missed any points here? No. Getting taken back to hotel. Nope. But I have missed a point, actually. Obviously, I got back to the hotel and that was the night done, and I had to cut the previous clip because I actually mentioned the guy's real name. But no, I did have regrets. Me, Danny, and Kyle the next day, we were all hungover, and they were obviously in the same hotel that night, but they didn't want to meet again when they came back because they were obviously bed up away early. So the next day I got up, I head to HMS Raleigh, and I'm hung over like mad. But I couldn't get the keys to my accommodation until 4 p.m. that day. So I was sitting about the cafe in HMS Raleigh, the White Cafe, just sat there, and I was like, like proper feeling sick, and honestly, if I hadn't deleted my old Snapchat account when I created the Branir one, I would have had all those memories, and I am kicking myself so hard that I don't have them. But honestly, the hangover the next day was the worst, right? But no, that was my first time at a gay bar. My thoughts on the gay bar in general was, I would recommend anyone go. You're not judged. The staff are friendly. The vibe is fantastic. Your gay music's playing like Lady Gaga, darling, like honestly. But I would recommend that if you're shy like me, you at least go with a friend to start with. I haven't been to another gay bar since, and that's because where I am, I'm not going to lie, I barely have any gay friends. I wish I had gay friends, but I don't. I am a single Pringle. I am basically a loner, if you want to look at it in that sense. I am basically a loner. I go to work, I come home, I walk the dog sometimes, and that's it. My life is not exciting. Next year I'm planning to move to try and get a bit more excitement in my life. But if you've got gay friends and maybe a girl best friend, go to a gay bar and enjoy it, guys. It is a fantastic experience. Just a shame I live in a Viking city that no action happens in the LGBT community, and if it does, it's usually people that you're not interested in that can't take no for an answer. Which brings me to, if you've not yet seen the video on gays that can't take no as an answer, click up here and you'll see it. I know this video has been all over the place, but that is the main point. Don't be scared to go to a gay bar. Go and see the gay bar because it's good. Alright? But don't ask to join the Olympics when you see two people outside doing it. Wouldn't you agree with that, Rolo? Yeah. But anyway, guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. And comment down your videos. Comment below what video you'd like to see on the channel next, and I'll do a video on it. I'll see you in the next one.